back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
You have a TPCA?
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to like, sub, share, and hit the bell for notifications. So we're up to episode 10 of the Orville, and this is the episode after the big two-parter.
Which is incredible.
And it's not this was an amazing episode. I think it had some cool moments for Malloy and everything, all the decisions that he had to make. But overall, I thought it was just an okay episode.
It was okay. It was probably the most okay episode of the season so far.
Definitely, but so we open up, and it's cool that Yamfid got like what do you call it, the sapphire cross of something, whatever. It was cool to see him get this. I hope Norm Macdonald actually has that in his house.
Yeah, that would be funny. But one other thing I did notice at the beginning, notice Isaac didn't clap. Yeah. That was interesting. He's not to pretend anymore, you know what I mean?
A lot of people said, like, oh, they're upset that Isaac, he didn't seem like this story wasn't about that, but Isaac still had his position on the ship and everything, and it almost feels like nothing went wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, I think there should have been a little bit more.
Maybe we'll venture into that a little later.
In a different episode, I bet. But they get a call from command. Like, hey,
Ted Danson.
Admiral Ted Danson. And he's like, hey, we want to, it's not a peace treaty, but it's like an agreement to talk about peace.
Almost like an armistice. It's the beginning stage.
Yeah, it's treaty. The agreement to have an agreement. Yeah. So they're like, oh, they're going to meet up with you and they're going to talk with you. And we need to start this because we've been at the war with the Krill for the decades. Because he even mentions it later on. It's like, we've been fighting each other since before we were even born.
So it's been like 50, 60 years.
So you got to start those first steps. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's they're going to rendezvous with this other Krill ship. But they get there and like, oh, do we put our deflectors up? Like, no, leave them down. Sign of peace. Then they start firing on their own transport ship. Like, what the hell's going on? There is a human, is like obviously an escapee, finds refugee on the Orville. I'm like, oh man, at all freaking times.
Oh, I know, right? For this to happen. They it was cool to see Tyler rip the door off the hinges. That's something Alara would always do. But they get on the ship and it's two humans. Like, well, what the heck? And one of them, the little girl, looks totally terrified. Oh yeah.
Malloy recognizes the guy. Oh my crap, that's what is he had a cool name? What was his name?
Well, that was weird. I don't remember the name. It was something with a B. I'm sorry, I'm the bad.
He's like, oh man, I can't believe it's him. But then of course we get the opener. So I'm thinking right now at this moment, this is the absolute worst thing to happen during diplomatic talks because he's an escapee prisoner. He's human, so you want to protect him, but at the same time, you need to protect this peace process.
Yeah, we don't know. We have to know what's going on here.
So they contact the Krill ship. They're like, oh, give us back our prisoners. Like, I'm not giving you back anything until we figure out what exactly is happening.
Yeah.
They're like, he's a wanted criminal because there's a man and a girl, and there's like, just give us the guy because we know he's the one who did these attacks. Like, well, what attacks? Apparently, he's attacked 3 other vessels, killed like 1,500 people.
Yeah, the heavy cruiser ships that had like killed 4 of them.
Yeah, so
and they're like, well, he is in a little transport ship. How in the heck does he have that ability to do that? There's no way.
And they're like, we scanned his ship. He has no weapons.
Yeah.
No anything. So how the hell did he do this? So I'm thinking in my mind, are they lying?
Yeah.
Do they just want to get this guy back? And of course, Mercer's like in the worst actual position to do this. But Malloy's talking to him, and they're walking down thinking how they had that relationship.
Yeah.
He's like, I know this guy. We were in the we knew each other since we were kids. So now this is where the conflict.
We were on the station and we were attacked by the Krill, and his wife was killed.
Yeah, that's later.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. And so it's like, so we know that there's a relationship between Malloy and this man. So it's like, oh, when he said that, I'm thinking, there's going to be conflict there because with all this diplomatic stuff, do you give up a prisoner to preserve peace later on? But is that the right?
But if he didn't do anything wrong,
yeah,
you can't do that.
He's in Dr. Finn's sick bay, and she's basically running tests on him and everything, make sure he's okay. And he's all like, "Where's my daughter?" Oh, she's doing all right, but she didn't want to. She's so frightful.
Yeah.
Because I guess apparently she grew up in captivity.
Yeah, for like 20.
So she doesn't trust anybody.
No.
So like, oh, okay, that's the reason why. Then Malloy walks in there. It's like, oh, first I thought maybe he's like a spy, like a Krill spy. But he already knew too much about Malloy for that to happen.
No.
There's no way they would have known
There's not another Tala situation. Definitely not.
And then, Captain Mercer's like, hey, they want you back. And I'm not going to give you up, but I need to know what's happening. He's like, all I did was we escaped from a prison planet and we've been on the run and now I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about, killing people. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, that's like, is he lying?
Well, the one key thing at the very beginning, notice they didn't want the daughter; they just wanted him.
Yeah.
So right there, I'm like, okay, one, they want both.
Maybe the Krill are telling the truth.
Yeah, we don't know at this point.
And I guess Captain Mercer needed more time to talk to him, so he's like, Tala, I need you to delay the diplomats when they come over.
Yeah, do every FD expansion you can do.
So she's like, I need your mother's maiden name. Do you have any fruits and vegetables? Like all this stupid port of entry stuff. Yeah. Then she's like, okay, everything's good. I'm going to need a urine sample.
So like, what? What are you expected to do this? Over there in the corner. He's like, okay.
And she goes, I won't peek. Okay, then they take the cups. They're going to go piss in the corner.
I was like, that's just a weird, though. That's McFarlane's humor. It's just funny.
And she...
and he's studying the thing right now. Okay, we got to come up with a solution here.
Because he's like, oh my goodness. If what they said is true, we need to know, see if there's been any, reports about these attacks on these other ships. They wouldn't necessarily know everything, but maybe they know something.
The one time I think the humor went too far is when she put the glove on. Is she gonna do a proctal exam? Is she gonna go?
Mercer's like, you need to buy me 5 more minutes. Yeah. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, puts the rubber glove on.
I'm like, oh my god! I thought that was a little too raunchy. Like, okay, that's fine, but it's like, wow, okay.
And then Malloy comes in and he's talking to Mercer about it. And he's like, you're not going to want to give him up. He's like, no, we don't have an extradition treaty, so I don't have to.
You don't have to.
Then, of course, Malloy's like, maybe we can give him something else, like free back rubs. Like, he's such an idiot. He's always saying
And then at the end, Mercer is kind of telling him, it's nice from the so polite words, I have to study this. Just go. You're being stupid. I don't need to listen to that right now. I need to, focus.
I need real
solutions.
But, of course, then I thought it was really cool that they turned on all the lights because the
Krill can't handle sense.
That's just a nice little touch that you remember to keep those kinds of continuity going. Then they're at the thing, like, you need to give us basically this prisoner, give him back to us. They're like, but we don't know what happens. Like, that's what interrogations are for, but we know how Krill interrogations go.
He's going to be dead.
He's going to be dead. But they're like, we're not going to even begin to talk about this peace process till he gives back this prisoner. It's like, oh my goodness. It could not have happened at possibly any worse
And then
time.
basically he says, look, we'll give you guys 12 hours. That's all you get. We're coming back and you're giving us that person. Find out what you need to find out about this guy, but we want this guy.
We're going to be at these coordinates when you're there. If you don't give them to us, forget your little peace treaty.
Yeah.
And that, again, that's the whole crux of the whole entire episode. Preserving peace, is it worth giving away one life to save possibly billions of lives?
Needs of the man, he always needs of the few of the one. That's all welcome to say.
It's a tough question to answer because you obviously Malloy has a relationship with this guy that they know each other and he's like vouching for him, but he's been in prison for 20 years or 15 years.
Yeah.
That changes a man. It does.
It does.
But we can see
and she didn't want to be examined. That's how scared she was to her daughter.
And she's not talking either.
She's not talking.
She's playing that little game that Isaac and the boys were playing. That little weird. It's like a strategy game.
Yeah, I want to play that game.
But we get, Malloy wants to talk with his friend and gets to know him. Then I guess that's when we get the backstory. Yeah. I guess when they were younger in the academy, they were at an outpost, and then that outpost got attacked. His wife died. And then he saved him from the wreckage and everything. And he basically, Malloy, I would have been dead if it wasn't for you. No. So he has like this life, if you're everything, if it wasn't for you, I'd be if at the very least I would have been captured.
Yep.
But then he's like talking about like, oh, we keep the peace. And he's like, this whole peace of the Krills, it's a waste of time. There can never be peace. And it's like.
That's the first sign you're like, and Malloy's kind of like, you got to be kidding me. No, that's the right thing to do.
And he's like, but, your wife died. It would give her death meaning. And then he gets, like, really super defensive.
How do you do that? Yeah.
I kind of agree. Because you don't talk about people's dead family members and stuff like that. But it's almost like...
But Malloy's right, though.
But Malloy is right.
Yeah.
And, of course, he's talking to him. He's like, you're my friend. If you need anything, I'll be there
for you. Yeah, you don't owe me anything. That's what he says.
And you can see Malloy's getting worried.
Yeah.
But we get back to, I guess, Tala and Kelly are trying to get her the daughter to talk, showing her some stuff.
And they were talking about this musical instrument where it plays on your emotions.
Yeah,
it makes imagery.
And it makes imagery. And then it kind of reminded me of the flute from Futurama.
Yeah.
And another kind of raunchy joke. She's like, my parents made me study it. That's probably why I never got laid in high school.
Yeah.
And then Kelly's like, I bet you get you laid now. And then there's freaking, what's his face?
Dan.
Dan's like, that was really beautiful.
Dan, you're such a dork. I love this guy. He's such an idiot.
He gives another funny line later on, but he's a pretty funny dude. Mercer walks into Alara's office, and I know what I like about Seth, his acting. It's very believable. Like, he walks into his office, you can tell he's nervous. He like grabs like a little thing off the desk just to
He just knows how to do those emotions.
Those little mannerisms to show that he's not sure. And he's like, off the record, how do you feel about this guy? And she's like, well, I have nothing to prove it, but I don't trust him.
There's something fishy.
He's a decorated officer. He's Malloy's friend. But for some reason, I'm not feeling this guy.
Yeah, he's hiding something or something's going on with this guy.
But I have nothing. They scanned everything. No. There's no weapons.
That's just a detective's hunch,
Yeah.
This is his hunch.
And he's like, well, you know what? Can you at least just keep an eye on him for me?
Yeah.
And because I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I thought there would be some type of debriefing or some type of because obviously he's going to have some PTSD.
Yeah, but again, there's a little bit of difference between Orville and what happened in the Federation in that case. That's
And then this is another funny dance scene. I guess he's talking to another alien.
Another cool alien-looking guy,
and he's speaking like an alien language. Like, you need to have like a like a casual day. No, so just T-shirts and stuff. He's like, dude, you bring it to the captain, I'll totally sign it. It's like so stupid. It has nothing to do.
Then you worry about the more nonchalant things. You're such an idiot. You just have no.
I want casual Fridays on the Orville. Damn it! It needs to happen.
I know, right? And I love the fact that how their quote-unquote universal translations don't always work. And the aliens do speak in their native tongues. I think that's cool.
That is a cool thing.
That's cool. Not all of them. That's a neat thing.
I guess certain languages are too just difficult to translate. But we get our refugee guy comes back in. And he's like, oh, I wanted to look around your engine room. I'm thinking, oh, God, this is
you see all the breadcrumbs. Everything's starting to come together. Little signs, this guy might not be on the up and up here.
He's like in the storage area. He's like just looking around, poking around. And he goes into this drawer. We don't see what he's trying to mess with. But then Tyler's like, hey, you lost? He's like, oh, I just got, you startled me. The ship's so brand new. Things are so different. I just walking around, it's like, I don't know.
She's all okay, everything's fine. I'm not allowed to walk anywhere. Ship, well, yeah, you're an officer. Why we wouldn't have no reason not for you to walk around anywhere? And she obviously is going to look where he was looking, and she's like,
nothing's really out of place. Yeah. He didn't plant anything. He didn't really. But they're going to do an inventory.
Yeah, and those things aren't that important. There's nothing that would be considered a weapon or anything. So like, well, why was he looking there?
All this is just like basic stuff.
Yeah.
But then Mercer contacts.
I always call him out with this. I know that's not his name, but we're just gonna call him that.
And I like how they wear purple.
Oh, yeah, too.
He's like talking. He's like, well, this whole idea of we have this person here is like, well, maybe we'll do a temporary agreement to give him back to prisoner. And like, well, you can't be.
Well, we'll give him an extradition thing where they'll be able to take the prisoner on things like, wow.
I'm like, and then even Kelly goes, is that who we are now? We're gonna just give up people? But this is the piece. It's just an awful situation, and you can tell it's.
But they're not getting enough information still. Yeah. There's still not enough to.
Because if he did commit all those murders, 1,000+ people killed.
It depends. You were trying to escape is one thing, but going back for vengeance, that's something else. I mean, you already escaped.
And we don't know yet.
Yeah,
we don't know. At this point, we don't know if any of this is real. Yeah. It was funny because it cuts straight to like Planet of the Apes, and then it's Malloy and that guy's daughter, and he's like, "Hey, check this out," and then wait for it. Oh, he was on Earth all along.
She knows nothing about the Statue of Liberty or anything. Why would she know that?
She's never even been to Earth. So the twist doesn't mean anything to her.
That's what makes it funny. That's a Malloy movie. He's so funny.
And then this is another.
He takes her off to the side. Okay, I need to talk to you. Captain Mercer
Captain Mercer is like, hey, and he's like talking to Malloy, and he's like, you think you can like talk to him, try to get him to say anything about attacking those ships? And of course, Malloy's like, what, you're questioning one of our own?
Yeah.
Like he just came back from this horrible situation. He was a prisoner. He was just trying to escape. And Mercer's just like, I need more information because I can't definitively say he's innocent, and I definitely can't just say he's guilty.
This is so a delicate situation here.
And Malloy takes it personally. He's like, I know this man. He saved my life.
You don't believe me, basically?
And then
he says, you're just jealous because he's my friendship. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm in 6th grade. Why do I care about that?
But of course, everyone does.
Yeah.
But you can kind of tell he's angry. He hates the Crow, and rightfully so. But you don't get to decide the fate of the freaking Union. And he's talking to him about it and everything's like, hey, guess what? How about we take a shuttle and I could take care of this piece? And Malloy's like, what are you talking about?
Because he tells him what Captain Mercer told him.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, they're thinking about sending you back.
Yeah.
I need to know, did you kill those people? Did you do those things? Oh, basically, I survived. I did what I had to do. And I'm thinking, oh, there you go. That's your answer.
Yeah, again, the die keeps casting here on this episode.
And he's like, hey, get a shuttle, and then we can get out of here. And of course, we don't know what he's going to do or not. We get back to the engineering room, and he needed. They're looking for some more, some caps. I guess he was doing some repairs.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that Tala saw earlier. And then again, Mercer's like, those aren't important. Why would he need those for a weapon?
I guess there's these canisters that can move plasma energy or something.
Yeah, but that's not.
It's like you can't make a weapon out of it. It's like I guess if you had plasma, you could do that, but you can't just be carting around.
Not from the equivalent of a runabout, not a krill. There's no way.
And then, like, some of these things are missing, and they're talking about all this stuff. And there's Malloy's at navigation, like, sweating bullets, like, oh, jeez. Because he knows he's planning something.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I got a way to end this piece. You just got to help me out. He's like, oh, he didn't give him any details, so he doesn't know exactly what his friend wants to do. Then he comes into
Tala's office, yeah.
And he's like, hey, can we get a drink or something? And then first I thought, oh my God, is he setting
up so that way he can escape? That's what I was wondering. Like, oh, please don't do this, Malloy. What are you doing?
He's like, how about we have a drink here? He gets like a scotch.
Yeah. And she even asked him, are you trying to go out with me? No, that's not what this is at all. He's like...
He needed some liquid courage. Yeah. He downs that scotch like it's nothing.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, okay, I got to tell you something. So he basically tells Tala everything. Yeah. He came to me, told me to steal shuttlecraft for him, and he said he could end this piece. I have no idea what he wants to do. But I know I have to choose between betraying my friend or betraying the Planetary Union.
Yeah.
And then she's like, by telling me you made
your choice. Or you already made the choice. He goes, I just had to say it out loud to someone. And it make it in his hair back, I know what I have to do.
He's like, I'm going to go tell the captain. But then we cut. He gets his friends like, hey, come on, let's get that shuttle. I'm like, oh no, what are you doing? You're going to throw
But then at this point I'm thinking, there's got to be something more going on here. I don't think Malloy would just do that.
But yeah, because he feels bad, because he feels like he owes him his life. They get to the shuttle bay, and there's Tala like, hey, I thought you were going to go talk to the captain. He's like, just get out of the way, just let us go. It's like, I can't let you do that. Freaking, he pulls out one of their phasers and blasts her. I'm like, oh, damn.
She's gotten blasted twice now in 2 episodes in a row.
And
she's taking a pounding.
And they still shuttle. And I'm like, oh my goodness. There was 1,000 things running through my head. I'm like, maybe they tricked him into a simulation and he doesn't know he's in there to find out.
Like Firestorm, basically.
But then we find out that, they put a tracker on
there.
So
he told Captain.
He told him.
So the Never 16, she probably convinced him, you need to tell the Captain. And that's when they did that and they all went to communicate.
So they skipped that little scene. Just
and
to get the tension.
And she goes, man, he could have put that stun setting a little lower. That really hurt.
You gotta sell it, though.
Yeah.
And, they basically get out of range and they cloak. And say, okay, so what's the plan? Oh, just get us close to the ship. And like, he's not...
You're not telling me here. Well, you got to tell me.
And he's like, oh, man, I got to keep going with it. And they're tracking them like, what the heck? They're starting to make their way back towards that other ship. I thought they would try to run away. No, he literally starts going back towards that krill ship. Like, what the hell?
What are you doing? What's going on?
But he didn't take his daughter.
No.
So I'm thinking, well, then he plans on two things I was thinking. Suicide mission.
And she's his trump card or something.
Yeah, or something like that. So I'm like, there has because if he loves his daughter, why would he leave her?
Yeah.
But Talia goes to confront her, saying, hey, you need to tell me everything that your father's doing. There's something going on. And she sees on her arm, she has all these, like, looks like needle marks.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, we need to go to the doctor. We have to see if
now you're going to mail check whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I'm going to force you. Then she's like, okay, we need a medical team to your room. And she pulls out a knife and she's like, hey, you need it. Then she can talk.
Yeah.
And
she goes, magical. She can talk now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, she can. And she's like, hey, guess what? Yeah, you know what a Selayan is? You ever met one? She's like, no. It's like, well, you're about to just grab their throat.
Who else gets the thing?
Exactly. You put a knife to my throat. You must be out your damn mind.
Get her, Finn. And so Dr. Finn comes in.
And she's bleeding like this yellow blood. And Dr. Finn's like, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah. She's like, then she goes, it's too late now. And she's like, oh, God, you gotta seal this off. And she tells the captain, take out all the nitrogen out of the room.
Put a shield around it.
Yeah.
She's like, divert all energy we have to put a shield around this room and to purge all the nitrogen. Apparently, she's from a race of people where their blood, when it interacts with air with the high nitrogen content, it's explosive.
Yeah.
So she could have blew a freaking hole in the side of the ship.
Oh, yeah. She had a cut. She could have blew up the ship.
So her blood is the weapon.
Yeah, and like literally, and then even she says, no, you're lucky you didn't blow up half the ship. And she didn't know, but she could have really screwed us up.
Yeah, again, it's completely unaware because they're a very rare race, and I
forgot the name of them. They're some kind of race. They never leave their planet because of it. It's really rare.
They basically signed a deal with the Union saying, hey, if we scan a planet, they have high nitrogen, we won't go to that planet. Yeah. Just because they're time bombs.
Yeah.
We get back to Malloy's like, hey, come on, man, what are we doing? Give us the plan. Then he shows him this the thing with the blood in it. He's like, oh, this is the blood is our weapon. He's like, it looks like eggnog. It's just like kind of that weird yellow color. Yeah. But it goes, that's how he's been destroying the ship. So he did kill all those people. Yeah. He somehow
put it like on a tube, like a launcher, and shot it out to him.
And when a little bit of the blood can do it, he has like a whole.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna destroy a ship. Easy. It's gonna wipe it out.
If he's on a small enough ship, he can sneak in and shoot into their.
And what if we started going to colonies? and planets. He could have got enough of her blood. He could have destroyed the whole cities with that thing.
Because he wants his revenge.
Yeah, and he does not care.
And then, which I thought was good, Malloy pulled the gun on him. He's like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, you're nuts. And he's going to, basically, this is a suicide mission, like you said. He's going to blow themselves up.
He's like, no, you can see this tension because he loves his friend. He doesn't want him to get hurt
This
anymore.
is all, and then he brings this up twice. Well, I saved your life. You have to do this for me. Like, come on, you can't say that.
And we get a pretty cool fight.
Yeah, Malloy kind of did a little fighting here. Not as cool as Mercer, but he was a good back and forth.
And then he like freaking activates the thing, saying, "Oh, we're all gonna die out here, or we're gonna go to the ship." He's like, and Malloy does the right thing and blows up the
console, so
like,
they can't go anywhere. Yeah,
still tries to save his friend. It's like, here, put the spaceship on.
It's the evac suit. Yeah,
we have to get out of here. And he's like, no, I'm staying right here. And you're gonna let me die, and you did this to me. No, you made this decision.
Yeah, don't put that on me.
And Malloy's in his suit. He's like, come on, man, I can't lose you again. But he looks at him, and the door's shut for the decompression.
And he looked at him. What can you do?
One last look.
And they just looked at him. You're done.
Walking out into space. That must be so scary.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no guarantee they find him.
No.
But he does his thing.
I'm sure he might have a transponder, but still, right? That's space. I mean, that's scary.
Then the ship ends up blowing up, and he gets pushed out. And I'm like,
that's such a cool looking scene there.
He gets a shot from like his angle, but then I guess the tractor beam
It kind of reminds me of the Sandra Bullock movie where she's spinning in space, but this actually looks cool.
They save Malloy, and I guess they explain everything to the Krill. I guess how he exploded and everything. They didn't really show that, but they signed the agreement to have an agreement.
Yeah.
And
Mercer saying this is a great first step. He says, "We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes."
And even Kelly says, "Yeah, trust needs to be earned," and that's true.
It's like that's something we do agree on, and of course, but that's a good thing.
Yeah,
they make that one extra.
See,
step.
that's more realistic.
And then the episode ends with Malloy looking at a picture with him and when they were friends. Mercer comes in and talks to him about it. And then he's like, you know what, when he said that I was jealous of you, and I kind of was. Because every time I sit in that chair, I feel like, am I worthy of this? Should there be somebody else
And
here?
I could tell you this. But I can't tell anyone else to ship that.
I can kind of talk to Kelly, but
but relationship morons are starting to brew up again. I don't want to...
But when I talk to you, I know I can tell you anything and you'll still have confidence in me. You are my friend.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because then he's like, yeah, man, I'm always going to be there for you. This is like a hot chick or
And then he said, basically, I'm sorry for your friend. He goes, my friend died 20 years ago in that camp. He died there.
He goes,
That's not my friend.
whatever man came back, that wasn't my friend.
No.
And it's kind of sad because the PTSD, it's real.
Yeah.
And those kinds of things. And it would be like a World War II, POW guy in Japan. Of course he would hate every Japanese person he saw. But that doesn't make it right.
No.
But
then they use bad, but now we're past that. I know it's awful to say that.
But does that mean you get to kill every single...
No, it doesn't.
Because he killed over 1,000 people, 1,500.
Yeah. No, that's not right.
And guess what? In all these kind of revenge stories, you think getting that revenge will make you happy?
No,
it'll make you full?
That makes you more hatred.
Nothing.
No.
You'll leave you even more empty.
And also there's another thing too. He might have realized that, but he killed kids too because there's kids on those Krill ships.
Didn't care. They're monsters. They're what they did to
that's
me.
ridiculous. That's how they see humans. It's the same kind of thinking.
So overall, I like this episode, but I just think that Identity 1 and 2 were so great.
That's hard.
It's hard to follow it up, but it's not a bad episode.
I would say it's an 8. 8 to 7 and 8.8. It was all right.
I'm glad Malloy got some more
character development.
Character development about people change, especially when they go through a traumatic experience. For as long as he did.
It's amazing how McFarlane can tackle these subjects in a very sensitive and respectful way and show it. He's not preaching, he's just showing, hey, this guy went through hell and now he's been changed forever and he's never going to be the same. And he wasn't.
And it happened right when they were trying to have peace talks. That'd be like after Japan surrendered and they're going to sign a peace treaty, there was someone, oh no, we got to kill the Japanese.
Some Americans killing Japanese. What are you doing? We need this peace to work,
Yeah. Man.
And it's also crazy too because he already escaped to a starbase already.
Yeah.
And he met this woman. So this woman was from the other race. So he was already escaped. He didn't need to fight him anymore. He was past all that.
I have to kill them all for what they did to me and my family.
Had to continue it.
That he was, again, when you go out for revenge, you dig 2 graves.
Yeah. But it's funny, if this girl would have realized that, I wonder if they're going to want her. Because, she was part of it.
I'm pretty sure they're going to, arrest her and put her in...
Yeah, she needs to be. She needs to be.
Because she basically was the weapon part of the terrorists.
Exactly.
But, I don't think there's anything else I have really...
It's very straightforward.
It's very straightforward. I like the twists and turns. I like the feelings of, is he really evil? Then, as soon as he asked him to steal the shuttle, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's 100% evil. He did do all those killings.
And I like how it was just one after another. Just kept all the pieces came together.
And the fact that he wanted to stop the peace.
Yeah.
he didn't want there to be peace, because if there's peace, that means he can't get his
revenge. But he thought at that point, oh my goodness, this is peace. Maybe my friend can get some peace. But no, I just made him more angry. Yeah. It was the opposite of that.
He can finally let it go.
Yeah.
Cat.
And it would be to your wife that, I need just dare you say that. The thought of that just repulsed him.
And then lying and saying that girl was his daughter to even further push Malloy. That was kind of really screwed.
Yeah, it is.
He was kind of like trying to connect with her, showing her movies and stuff, and it was all just a fake lie.
Yeah.
It's all fallacy.
Of course.
Yeah, I hate that kind of betrayal stuff. That pisses me off. Especially when
well, they already had this planned out. Like, if we find a Union ship, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
This is the MO.
But, thank goodness for Dr. Finn recognizing that blood and knowing what it was.
Yeah. But she's so smart, it makes sense.
That's cool, though.
But the thing is, like again, I know it wasn't part, but I wanted more of Isaac. I want to see that, a little bit of that interaction.
They really need to have a thing with Isaac, because he did say a couple of things. He is at his station, but he wasn't really the focus at all.
No.
But, that's going to wrap up this episode. Anything else you can really think of?
I like the fact that you get to see how to throw someone. I just see the trick like how Laura would do it.
Yeah.
Cool, Brian, thing. You don't know my race, do you? Oh, too bad.
I love
so
that.
far for you.
Yeah, let's go. Let's have a little tussle. I'll tear your freaking head off. You're not as strong as me, I guarantee it.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I like the little ruse that they did, the little ploy to get Malloy on there to find out what his plan was.
See, that was on that scene. We didn't see like his thing far, so we didn't see that extra scene there. Yeah. So I knew we did. There's no way Malloy would go that far.
I was like, oh my god, he's throwing away his whole career.
Oh yeah,
everything, and possibly ruining the peace that would continue a war for another 50 years.
And I love even the scene where they're sitting there with the beers, whatever. It's like it reminds me of that scene, like when Tom Cruise comes back from 4th of July with his friend and there's beer. Just that kind of like two war buds, kind of. I like that.
Man, and that sucks to see a friend turn down this dark path of hatred.
But he died a long time ago. Yeah. That's what Malloy said 20 years ago. And that's how you have to see it. He was never the same after that.
That's so sad.
It is.
It's a sad thing to see your friend have to go through something like that. Yeah. But he tried to help him.
He did.
But he didn't want help. That's another thing. People have to want help.
Yeah.
You have to want change.
Exactly.
And this man was never going to stop until every Krell was dead.
Yeah.
Or he died.
That's it. He was going out. They were going out. That's it. That's the only way this is going to end.
And that is a sad existence.
Yeah, it is.
But, that's going to wrap up this episode. I've been your host, Crimson
15 PCA.
Be sure to, guys, do the comments, because we do a comments response video every week. I don't know if everyone knows that. So if you leave a comment and we don't answer, it's because we're going to answer you when the week's up, and then we do it right for the next episode. But, keep the comments coming. We love all of them. See you guys
later. Bye.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.